142 Peaky Blinders. This is our team, and we're from Concord, Carlisle, Massachusetts. This is our co-designer, Lyric McCarthy, who struggles from a CVI, cortical visual impairment, who loves Lord of the Rings, science fiction, and loves playing Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering. Our product objective is to design a device that can assist him in understanding class material on things like a whiteboard or books. For the requirements, we have to have a camera. We have to make sure it isn't too bulky. It has to be able to go from text to speech. It has to have data, memory, and cloud storage so that it could keep notes over time. The product needs to be lightweight and easy to use. It has to have a battery that can be used for a while, and it has to be wireless.
So our former idea was MediMate, which is a medication manager that uses AI by taking photographs and alerts the user if their medication is taken late and notifies a support team if there's a misdosage. And yeah. So what is CVI? We had a little trouble understanding this at first, but basically imagine like your eyes are a camera and your brain is a projector. And when you have CVI, the projector gets a little bit messed up. So even if your eyes see things perfectly fine, your brain has trouble understanding them. So why we terminated MetaMate? After speaking to Lyric a second time, he told us that our idea would not be helpful because we didn't really understand CVI, and his CVI is actually phase 1, which means it's not extremely severe, so he's able to count bills, and he's also actually pretty good at remembering to take his medication. And most of his visual issues are related to multiple stimuli. For example, he cannot read multiple different whiteboards at school due to high clutter, but he can count bills.
Our new cutting-edge project is Jarvis, which stands for Judgment-Assisted Reader with Visual Integrated Support. This is our flowchart. So the user sends a request using the application, then an image is taken with the camera and sent and downloaded using SSH. It processes image using Gemini AI API. The application displays text and it can be read aloud or copy and pasted. So Lyra can absorb classroom material at elevated rates. This is our AI client. So basically, the client is a Raspberry Pi with glasses that can be attached to his cane or glasses. Then the server is a HTTP REST service and summarizes notes. Our prototype at first was a little bad quality, and we had trouble with taking pictures. This is our final product, and Lyra can find it very easy to use and comfortable.
Takes measurement data in the course of reading the video screens. It's a transient data. Most you see here, we have a normal Poisson distribution for the animal.
So basically, it summarizes the text used because the image quality got better.
Take.
This is Lyric saying he approves of this and he used it during school hours.
This is how the test went. We had to figure out if he could navigate the UI, which he was able to do due to the big buttons and bright colors. Then we had to figure out if the user could change the prompt in the API response, which he was able to do, and it was really interesting how he was able to change how the API responded. Then we had to figure out if he could use the read aloud function, which he was able to do. Then we had to see if the camera could accurately process the images and give a good response, which it was able to do. And then whether the application would work on all the desired things, which for a whiteboard it was able to do, and then for a book it was also able to do with mostly accurate. But it wasn't able to work on the cards due to the small text. And then we had to figure out if the application was easy for the user to open and use when needed, which after we gave him the source code, it was able for him to open and use, which was good.
So next steps and reflection. So the Raspberry Pi uses SSH, which requires the device to be on the same network. But our school Wi-Fi did not allow the Raspberry Pi to connect to it. So to overcome this, we could possibly contact IT to help us with that, or we can find an alternate solution to connect the Raspberry Pi. For scalability, it's highly scalable because it can benefit anybody with image interpretation difficulties or trouble reading text, and it's simple and easy to repeat. So if anybody has their own webcam, they don't need to use our device, and they can just use our source code. And for uniqueness, we think it's pretty unique because it uses real-time capture using camera and AI processing, as well as specific UI for Lyric, which helps him be able to navigate it. and he can use it for whatever he needs. And for the design process, we obviously had to pivot away from MediMate due to communication issues with our co-designer, which caused us to have late hardware integration and testing. But overall, we did a good job. We just would like to have better communication and in the future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.